Came with aspirin. Dave just came in at Aston. I'm making that Maybach music. They're trying to insult my intelligence. Sometimes I may.
A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Ali LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for Anthony Simons.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Murray, Anthony Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at power forward. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, we've got Cam Thomas, Nicholas Claxton out there with Williams. Then it's Cameron Johnson, and it's Hayes in at the point guard position. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
And some good touch there from Hayes in the mid-range.
Pass to Simons. Three-pointer Sharpe. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Simons with it. Hayes picks him up. Murray, no good. Williams passes to Hayes. It's Thomas on the wing. That's tipped. Stolen by Sharpe. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Cam Thomas picks one up.
And Sharpe has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
That one misses. And you watch Shaedon Sharpe, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Now here's Simons. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's the three. Rebounded by Johnson.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Hayes, the pass to Claxton. Johnson for 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
It's what makes Johnson so difficult to guard. He's got that quick trigger.
Outside Murray. Pass to Kamare. Lets the 3 fly. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. 4th, the Nets. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
And over the last month, both teams have been playing excellent defense, really working hard to prevent other teams from scoring a lot on them.
Here's Thomas. And Klingon pulls it down. Portland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Nets, and after a subpar season, there have been some questions about the direction of this franchise.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, this is not where they wanted to be at this point in the season. It looks like there's a pretty sizable talent gap between them and the real contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but Can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
Now here's Murray, still without a bucket. They get it back. Klingen. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
And as a rebounder, Klingen is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Claxton a screen on Murray. Here's Johnson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Johnson at the line, 2 times.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. This is that grinded out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, BA. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
Man, BA, can you imagine every day on the opposite end of Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. And you see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer. Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's Thomas. Portland with a rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Simons. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. It's a three-point game. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Murray. Pass to Henderson. Here's Kamari. Puts up a 3, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. And here's Hayes, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Outside Johnson. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Hayes misses. Portland leading by 4. Down low. Here's Kamari. Give him 8 points now. 3-pointer sharp. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Thomas. 3-pointer, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Now here's Johnson. 23 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Pure from three-point range.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Here's Hayes. The three is up. Thomas misses.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Henderson. Claxton with the block. Now Hayes. Thomas with the ball. Pass to Johnson. Thomas outside. Takes the three. Sharp grabs the miss.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's Klingon. He's guarded by Claxton. Tipped away and stolen by Claxton. Johnson passes to Johnson. Shoots over Klingon. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 4. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Now here's Johnson. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Count it. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
And you love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed to the open man.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Substitutions on the court.
Pass to Sissoko. Here's Benton. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. They still need this. Rebounded by Johnson. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Wilson. Hoop poked away. Here's Sissoko. Pass to Walker. Here's Benton. Shot clock at 6. Cash is in the 12-footer. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Outside Sharp. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
10 seconds.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Trailblazers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Lewis comes in for Martin. Both free throws good from Sharp. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 16 so far. There's a screen. Henderson for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
And just slippery with the ball in his hands. Henderson will dissect you off the dribble.
Sharp, a screen on Henderson. Pass to Lewis. Sharp with it. Up and in from the low block. Trailblazers lead by 3. Henderson for 3.
Second football. 10 seconds.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting 44% to start this ball game. Outside Johnson. Watford right side. Sharp, a screen on Walker. Pass to Lewis. And here's Johnson. Shot clock at 5. To the wing, right side. For 3. Watford gets the bucket. It's a tie ball game.
kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Throws it up high, and the jam by Walker.
You know, I like that decision from Henderson, giving up the rock.
Pass to Beekman, out to the wing. And there's the screen. Here's Lewis. Portland with a rebound. Henderson drives in, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
To the paint. Pass to Beekman, left side Johnson. He tries for three. The rebound by Sissoko. Portland leading by 4. Now here's Henderson. Here's Reith, guarded by Sharp. Here's Reith, outside for Henderson. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Benton. Launches a 3, connects from downtown. Banton's got 5. Here's Beekman. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 7. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Then it's Murray, then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 4. Now here's Sharp. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Washington.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Watford. Off target from outside.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. 3 on the clock. Here's Martin. Fires in the triple. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You have to love how Scoot Henderson plays beyond his size. I mean, using the quickness and agility to get the better of bigger players. I mean, that's impressive for a young guy to be doing.
First one falls. Well, Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, BA, being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So if he gets confidence in that outside shot, people start pressing up on him, you're going to see that quick first step and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim and becoming more impactful offensively.
Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Here's Kamari. Give him 8. And the jumper from down low is true. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Wilson. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And not really played as a playmaker, Cam Johnson, but the smart play, just giving it up.
Ayton, a screen on Martin. Walker with it. Hey, puts up a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Hayes. 4-3. Gets a hand on it. The putback.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Claxton, and it's Thomas in for Johnson. Portland making a switch here. So we can't get either to fall. Nets trail by 5. Martin, the pass to Hayes. Back to Martin from outside the arc. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Portland. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Hayes sticking with his shot that time. The defense closing in around him.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Stepping the line with 2
Take a
shots.
break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Kamari. 3-pointer Sharp. Drills it from deep. Sharp's got 10 points in the game.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in.
Timeout.
Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at Portland, a really frustrating season for them. They're looking forward to the draft. And Brooklyn with possession here. 4-point game. They set the pick. Martin. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Portland leading by 4. Here's Sharp, and it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Outside Johnson. Counted from distance. Johnson's got 8 points. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Simons passes to Banton. Now Simons. The 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Pass to Hayes. There's the triple. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Simons has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Banton. Sharp with it. And here's Simons outside. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Thomas for 3. Banton pulls it in. Banton's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Kamari. It's Sharp on the wing. Here's Kamari. He's defended by Hayes. 6 to shoot. Kamari, that's good. 10 points for him.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Martin outside. Unloads. And the Nets miss again. Portland leading by 5. On the wing, Simons. And it's Portland with another.
And Simons doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
So for the Blazers, Klingon comes in for Murray, and it's Walker in for Sharp. Here's Beekman. He's covered by Simons. Watford inside, working on Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Portland with a rebound. Simons outside.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Pass to Simons. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Watford. Right side Sharp. That one's off. Still out of sync.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Banton. Here's Kamari. 10 points for him. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Kamari's got 12 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
First personal foul. Team side.
Rupert, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Simons. Pass to Lewis. Here's Beekman. Shot clock at 6. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jabari Walker. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness, embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Henderson. Coming off a 22-point game against the Wizards in Washington. Pass to Klingon.
First Personal foul. 15 foul.
Now Henderson. Here's Rupert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Henderson. Lets it go. Lewis with the rebound. Nets trail by 10. Pass to Beekman. Watford outside. To the inside. Here's Sharp. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Trailblazers. And over the last 10 games, here are the shooting guards who have been scoring the best. 5th best, Keon Johnson.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
Well, these are the assassins of the NBA right there. The players who can turn a game on its head when they start to feel it. They are almost always the primary focus of the opposing defense.
Johnson, he's checked in for Lewis. Shots good by Henderson.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Watford outside. Outside Johnson. Watford right side. Over Walker. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Trailblazers lead by 13. Pass to Rupert. Henderson scanning the floor. Fires from deep. Here's Klingon. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, be careful. Klingon kid bring down the house.
And here's Watford. Sharp, a screen on Walker. Watford off target from 3-point range. And it's the Trailblazers ball. They're on a 19-5 run. Henderson outside. Pass to Benton. Here's Klingon, guarded by Sharp. Over to the left wing. And it's Rupert missing. Nets trail by 15. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Sharp. Here's Watford. Off the mark there with a 3. Henderson outside. Walker, a screen on Johnson. Here's Henderson. And that one is hammered home.
When everything clicks for Henderson, you're going to see a lot of nights like this.
Pass to Watford. Sharp, a screen on Walker. Here's Beekman. Sharp passes to Watford. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Walker. Watford gets the bucket. Watford's got 4 points this quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for Portland. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Back to the game after this break.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings. Now, these are different from the standings as they also factor in a team's momentum at present. Shaq, you know something about momentum?
Who, me? Ernie, my game was all finesse and grace.
All about the feet work, right, big guy?
That's why they called me the Big Baryshnikov.
Did anyone actually call you that? Or maybe that's just what you called yourself when you're dancing around the house.
Hey, you watching me?
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Brooklyn Nets.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Scoot Henderson. What a contribution.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Cameron Johnson out there with Williams. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Hayes. And it's Thomas in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
It's both from the stripe.
Yet known for his size and defense, Clingan has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
Now here's Hayes. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Five on the clock. And there's another one for the Nets. Portland leading by 16. Left side Murray. Here's Kamare. That one rolls around and rims out. And here are the Nets now. Outside Johnson. Outside Williams. Screen by Claxton. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Here's Kamare. No good on the 3. The Nets have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now here's Simons. He's got 7. Releases. Kamare. That's good. Kamare's got 14 points. Nets trail by 16. Pass to Claxton. Johnson for 3. On target from range.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
They set the pick. Here's Kamare. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
From deep, Johnson. Portland with a rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Sharp. Murray, a screen on Thomas. And that one's good. Sharp.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Brooklyn, Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Williams, and it's Martin in for Johnson. And also a switch here for Portland. Banton's checked in. Now here's Hayes. He's got 5. Pass to Martin. The 3 is up. Portland with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Murray. Puts it up. Rebounded by the Nets. Wilson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Hayes. They set a pick. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Hayes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Count that one. We've seen Hayes continue to work on a three-pointer over time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this over the top.
Are you kidding me? Wow! Amazing!
Man! And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Pass to Sharp. Shoots from 12. Portland with a rebound. Banton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Sharp. Here's Kamari. 14 points for him. No good on the triple.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Pass to Wilson. Martin outside. Now here's Sharp. He's closely guarded. He's off on that one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Kamari. Back to Sharp. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple. Sharp's got 20.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Trailblazers?
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
No good on the free throw. Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Hayes. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Portland. That one's no good. Trailblazers lead by 16. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
Good on the second one. Nets trail by 17. Martin outside. Watford left side. Pass to Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Martin outside. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The drive by Henderson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Brent Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite. The 2nd overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid. Always those anticipatory moments with Scoot Henderson when he's out there playing one-on-one to make plays off the bounce. That's when it gets really exciting.
And so he makes both from the line.
At just about 85% from the line tonight, they've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
Pass to Watford. Here's Wilson. And here's Sharp. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
I see him.
Now Sharp. Give him 20. And the shot's good. Sharp's got 10 points here in the second half.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know Coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
Here's Watford. Buries it from 3.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
It's Sharp on the wing. Down low. And there's a 3-second violation. And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. Number 1, the Nets.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
For the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Murray, and it's Walker in for Kamara. Pass to Sharp. Here's Wilson. Now Watford. Walker covering. The shot by Watford, no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
To the middle. Here's Walker. Here's Benton, guarded by Sharp, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
What you can't help but notice this half is how lights out they've been from the free throw line.
And so he hits both. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Watford. Here's Wilson. Left side Sharp. This is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
At the line, D-Ron Sharp. At the line 2 times.
No good on that one. He hits the 2nd from the line. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 12-4 run. This one for 3. Banton can't get it to go. Nets trail by 19. Here's Wilson. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Watford gets the bucket.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to Sharp. Here's the pick. Here's Klingon. Three-pointer. Banton can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 8 of 15 in the 3rd quarter. Wilson passes to Martin. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Watford. That 3's off the mark. Portland leading by 16. Here's Sharp. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Watford with it. Walker covering. Here's Martin. Hits the trifecta. Martin's got 11.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Henderson for 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
The response from Scoot in answer 3. What a back and forth. Oh, my.
For Portland, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Back to Benton. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, we've seen him miss a couple from the line. He's 2 for 4 so far. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Williams comes in for Watford. Johnson, he's checked in for Wilson. And Hayes is subbed in for Martin.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Nets trail by 20. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Williams. Hayes for 3. Sharp grabs the miss. And Portland's shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Benton, good.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Reed's checked in. "35 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Clock at 6. Can they get it? And Hayes good for 3. Hayes has got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Thomas against Henderson. A deep 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back with you shortly. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Scoot Henderson out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Murray. Then there's Delano Banton. And it's Kamare in at the 4.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Hayes with a screen. Williams from long range. Simons with a rebound. Simons has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
No good on the shot. And Williams has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Outside Johnson. Pass to Williams. And it's off from 3-point range. Trailblazers lead by 20. Here's Kamare. Back to Simons. Here's Henderson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Henderson's got 22.
And showing the kind of dominant potential that Scoot has. Great to see him continue the attack while hot from outside.
Thomas passes to Claxton. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Now he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Simons. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
And that one falls for Simons.
And Simons really settling in to what he is in this league, and that is a microwave scorer that can come in and get buckets.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wilson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Out to the right wing. Thomas against Henderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets trail by 21. Hayes in the high post. Here's Wilson. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
There are only 2 players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Timeout. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Some changes for Brooklyn. Martin, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Sharp, he's checked in for Banton. On the wing, Simons. Lets it fly. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray.
Simons seeing green there, just letting that one rip.
Hayes with it. Up top, Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Martin with the ball. Shot on the wing. Hayes misses.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Henderson. Takes the 3. Wilson grabs the board. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, BA, what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes. He hasn't hit a single shot yet, but somehow as a team, they're getting it done.
Sharp, a screen on Simons. Hayes, the pass to Martin. 6 to shoot. Releases from 15, and it falls all over the rim and in. Hayes has got 12 points here in the second half. To the left wing. Here's Kamari. Counted from distance.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Pass to Wilson. With some arc. Rebounded by Kamari. Kamari's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Sharp, a screen on Simons. Hayes, the pass to Martin. With the 10-footer. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line. And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, BA, these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick and a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases. And these teams aren't going anywhere.
for Brooklyn. They've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Martin with a screen on Simons. Hayes for 3. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 5 rebounds tonight. Henderson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yes, so energetic on the drive. Henderson manages to put the defense in a bad spot.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And the Nets with possession here. Now here's Hayes. Martin outside. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Murray. Henderson against Martin.
Oh!
Flying high! Throwing it down!
Oh, my! Oh, man, Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
Here's Martin. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Sharp passes to Murray. And here's Simons. Back to Murray. Three-pointer Sharp. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Sharp's got 15 points here in the second half.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Portland. And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, they get a hand on it. Simons with a steal. To the right side. And here's Henderson. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
And a tip of the cap to Henderson there for being able to adjust his shot while being fouled.
So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, BA. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
Man, you gotta love his mentality in the second half. Attack, 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 and get to the free throw line.
Johnson with a bucket.
A great jump shooter, really from any range. That's Cam Johnson.
Here's Rupert, and the layup falls. Rupert's got his first points of the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Johnson. Johnson on the wing. Claxton a screen on Henderson. Hayes misses.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Outside Johnson. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, BA, as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
Johnson finds Hayes. Claxton a screen on Henderson. Hayes misses.
And he's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Here's Avdia. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
And a nice looking stroke from the mid-range. Avdia just taking what the defense is allowing.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter here. 6 on the shot clock to win the drought. And Hayes good for 3. Hayes has got 15 points here in the second half.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Trailblazers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And this team really wanted to at least split this season series.
Up top, Henderson. He's defended by Hayes. Henderson misses. Brooklyn with the ball. Inside. Martin, the pass to Hayes. And here's Claxton, defended by Avdia. Back to Johnson. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Substitutions on the court.
Shot clock at 6. Martin, the pass to Thomas. And the three-pointer goes. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Baring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And we present the player of the game.